Yes, normally there's a Cinema Snob episode today, but I'm almost done with our upcoming mega-sized episode on 1983 in film, which you can now see hours worth of over on our Patreon at patreon.com/thecinemasnob, with the full episode to be released for early viewing on Patreon later in the week. Support us over there and check out the videos as well. Happy 4th of July, everyone! Let's talk about a sex trafficking movie with Jim Caviezel. Sound of Freedom stars Caviezel as a government agent who goes rogue to bring down Colombian sex traffickers and bring a young girl home to her father. And while its PG-13 rating may make you think, okay, this probably won't be on par with a similar kind of movie had it been made about 40 years ago, I will say this, it really doesn't hold back on being fairly gritty and even a bit disturbing at times. I'm not saying I'd watch this over like an old Bronson movie or even Taken for that matter, but it's still a step up from something I'd see over on VOD. That said, you can still see its budget in a lot of places. It's a very underpopulated film. Like, I think Caviezel may be the only one working in this government building. He can take a guy out of his cell and talk with him down in the lobby. No worries, there's no one else around. But there are performances that do elevate some of that. Caviezel's character isn't the deepest ever written, but you see it in his face that he's seen some shit. And it does get a little into the psychological toll it takes on this guy after having to deal in this world of sex trafficking day in and day out. Other roles are pretty throwaway. Mira Sorvino is here as just the wife, who is in maybe a few scenes, and a couple of those she has like one line. If you're not even gonna try, don't cast someone like Mira Sorvino here, or even have the character there at all. When he's with his family, it looks like they just met. The villains are all cartoonish, but that does make you want to see them get caught, even if they're sitting around acting like human versions of Honest John or Salacious Crumb. The dialogue's not great. There's lines that are supposed to be badass, but sound like something someone would say online trying to be a badass. And it's got a dumbass title drop. There's 2 tearful monologues in a row that are pretty stock, so much so that of course the guy pours himself a drink before monologuing. And that gets into the pacing, which a lot of times doesn't work. We'll see someone rescued, and then it'll go into this extended flashback about it, which should have happened more linear, because now it's not as intense since I know what the result will be. I like when it gets into their whole process of setting up this sting operation where basically they have to create this sex hotel to lure people in. Stuff like that made me wish it had the ambition of something like Paul Schrader's Hardcore, but it really doesn't. It's more like you're watching a 2-hour pilot movie for a procedural. Like this is a new Criminal Minds spin-off or something. And not even a very focused 2-hour pilot. This is a movie with 2 third acts. When we're done with the plot about the sex hotel, then we're off to another sting operation where Caviezel is now pretending to be a doctor. There's important villains that they set up, but then are just gone and never referred to again. It's like it's now 2 episodes of a show stuck together. By the time we were getting to the end, I was a little bored with it. And it is a little weird they're advertising this as a 4th of July, come celebrate at the theaters movie. Sure, I see dark movies a lot where the ads tie into holidays, but at least there's usually something ironic about when they advertise like that. Not here, it's genuine. If I was at a family cookout for the 4th of July and one was like, let's go see Sound of Freedom, I'd be like, no, dude, don't be weird. We're watching Rocky IV. I don't think it's a bad movie, and it certainly doesn't shy away from the gritty details that do make this a bleak flick at times, but as a theatrical movie, it's a C. It's way better suited as something you could watch on streaming. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to subscribe to our channel today and click the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.